Alright, I'm just going to spend my resin real quick. Spend my stamina so I can then just focus on the main story. Yeah, there we go, all done. Now I can focus on the story again. Okay, so where's the story? So I don't track that, let's track the actual story. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, that's back here. Wait, like, I can get Rain makes sense, right? Because Ramiel does have short, pink hair, and she is pretty mysterious. But, like, Nicole doesn't... I mean, I guess Nicole has the boobs. Maybe that's it. Pink hair and boobs. But, like, Nicole should be easily ruled out because of that. Because, like, we know her. It's like, we're asking for Ramiel, so it's super weird that your conditions are picking up people we already know, right? Like, you should know well, maybe not Rain. Like, Rain has appeared here, so realistically she should know. But, like, all three of them we've met, and we're looking for someone, we barely know. So including people we definitely know in a list of someone we don't really know seems a little stupid. And then, of course, the fact that Zhao appears there at all is like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, she's a fucking rabbit Byron. Although I guess maybe we didn't describe her as human, maybe? But realistically, Rain looks the closest, right? Like, she has short hair, she's wearing black, she is kind of mysterious and skirts the law a little bit. So that would make sense. Okay, well, this seems funny, right? It's like, yes, here's these best friends already, Ramiel. It's like, well, then, why are they even there?
まだ絞り込めていないというだけだろう。それにしても偶然かな。依然として候補が多数に上るため、ピンク色の毛髪を持つ人物の画像からマスターとの関係が高いものを結果の上位に配置しています。
So she is aware of that. She is aware that we know these people, because that's why but then that's also the weirder one, right? Because it's like, wait a minute, like, why are you prioritizing people we know? We're looking for someone we don't know. We're looking for someone we barely met. So, I mean, obviously, you know, people who have met us at all. So maybe that's it. Maybe she's like, here's the closest pink-haired sightings next to you at your position at that time. And she just, but it's like, but you should also filter out. So obviously, because then doing it that way, obviously, would filter out the people we've never met, like literally never met. Yeah, here's someone in the outer ring, and you've never been within, 10 square miles of them ever. Yeah, maybe filter them out, right? But simultaneously, you should also be filtering out the people we definitely know and couldn't possibly be Ramiel.
ほら、なんだかいかがわしい感じになってるぞ。髪色はピンクなんだけど。
See, it's a weird thing though, because in the previous cutscene, she was like saying, "Hey, we have like shitloads of results because your description is incredibly vague." And so the previous cutscene literally had us say, "We give a very detailed description of what Ramiel looks like," and this result is supposed to be the end result of that list. We should have described her properly. We should have described exactly what she looked like. Now, obviously, human memory is not amazing, so sure, she might have fucked up a little bit and maybe thought of some new things, but like, it is kind of weird that the previous cutscene was like, no, we've already given you a detailed description of what she looks like, so then why are we now giving more description? Shouldn't that have already been done? Oh, there she is. Oh yeah, we're not the Demon Lord. She's talking about our boss. Huh. That's interesting. Presumably, she doesn't mean a picture as in like a framed picture of someone he knows, but presumably a suspect picture where it's like, here's a line of suspects and for some other thing, which maybe includes it.
すごいじゃないか。ありがとうございます。せや、我が家の AI アシスタントはというか背景に映ってるのってルミナスクエアの T ミルク屋じゃない？よりによって治安局のすぐそばじゃん。今なら、まだ閉まってはいないな。治安局のそば
？I do find this a little weird though. Hey, let's go to a milk tea shop to ask her if she knows anything. It's like, what could she possibly know? Like what could a tea shop possibly know about this person, right? Also, like, they never really told us when that picture was taken. That could be a picture taken from like a month ago. So like the most she could ever tell us would be like, oh my god, this is a camera right now of people we're seeing right now. What we could get is her telling us where she went, maybe what direction she went, so we could follow. But realistically, like, she's a milk tea person. Like, I don't go to Starbucks and tell them my life story or anything like that. So like, this person wouldn't really know anything. Oh, cool. So this is a new form that he has. Is he in that banner yet? How long is this been? For 2 weeks. Okay, so no, yeah. This just released. So Billy should be pullable in 2 weeks, presumably. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? I thought you said it had a different form. That makes no sense. So I would assume that, like, when he says he has a new form, it's like a new body, right? And he just downloads his consciousness into it? Or actually, I'm not even sure how these intelligent constructs work. I guess their intelligence is part of some sort of core in their body. You know, the equivalent of their brain. I don't know if they can just remove it easily and put it into new bodies. I would assume I would assume it's more modular than a human one. A human brain is, where you could just take out their brain, put it into a new body. So I just kind of assumed that he would just be showing up in that new body permanently, unless maybe the modifications he did allows his body to transform. Like maybe his like chest panels open up and like does something. I don't know. He seems pretty compact though, so I'm not sure how he get a new. But I'm sure there's going to be some big, cool like transformation sequence that we're going to see. Is it that yellow thing in the center of his chest? Did he have that yellow square thingy before? I can't remember. I haven't really. Is that why they gave us Billy as part of our party members in the last patch, so that we'd be able to interact with him a little more, so we could have a better understanding of the difference between what he was before and now? Oh, okay, so that gold thing in the center of his chest is new. Damn, I'll have to double check. Once I have control again, I'm going to check Billy's model in game. I'm curious if they added that. Like, I'm curious if they retconned it. I assume they don't. I assume it's like they just don't do it, and only the new version has it. Because, like, realistically, if that gold thing in the center of his chest is the button, then he shouldn't have it in earlier patches. If he's saying it's a brand new thing he did. Unless maybe the only thing that changed, maybe it always was there. The thing that's quote-unquote changed is now it's pressable and it will do something when pressed. I see. So maybe that's why he was putting our... Because, like, it was weird that we got Billy as part of our team in the last patch. Because, like, Billy does not work well at all with Sissia. Sissia is an attack unit, and so is Billy. But there's no synergy with Sissia and Billy at all. Like, there's no bonuses that Billy does for other attack units. There's no bonus on that Sissia does for other attack units. Like, Seed, at the very least, provides bonuses to other attack units. So, if you do her EX special, then it provides a buff to the other unit, and when the other attack unit does their EX special, it buffs Seed. So both of them have buffs. Both of them, when they use their EX special, will buff the other attacking unit. Whereas, like, Sissia and Billy just don't have any of that shit. Billy is just a pure attacker, and a weak one at that, because he's just one of those 1.0 version characters. And Sissia just wasn't designed to be a character that has their own buffs. Like, obviously, Sissia works well with Seed, because of the same reason why she works well with anyone. Seed's the one who provides the buff. So Sissia just needs to use her EX special, and Seed needs user EX special to keep them, so they keep buffing themselves. So Sissia fit in with Seed, no problem. Okay, cool. So let's see, what does Billy look like? Where are you, Billy? Oh no, he still has that yellow thing in the center. Shit. So I don't know if he always had that. Yeah, or is that the... Or maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's something else. Yeah, I mean, there's that silver square thing in the center of his chest. Or center of his torso, really. I wonder if it's it. I wonder if that's also new. It could... I guess I could check I could check my VODs. I'm sure I've looked at Billy before in a previous VOD. I can check one of my early VODs to see if I can catch a screenshot of Billy.
実はちょっと探してる人がいて、人探し。でもここは
Yeah, that's the thing. It's that when you work, if you ever worked at like places like this, like sure, like you get so many customers, it's really hard to keep track of everybody. Now, sure, like if someone comes every single day, you might start remembering them. But typically, because it's one of those things where, as an employee of a restaurant or whatever like this, fast food place or whatever, you see tons of people, right? You see hundreds of people in a day, or 100 or so people in a day. So they all like kind of blend together. But from the customer's perspective, you were their server. So they'll remember you far more than you remember them, because they only have to deal with a small handful of employees at the restaurant, whereas you have to deal with hundreds of people every single day. Yeah, I mean, she's insanely hot. Of course you'd remember her. Also, to be fair, she's the only one we've seen with wings like that. I don't know if they're accessories or if she's just a bird Thyron, but like she's the only one we've seen like that. So it's not surprising if that's if she's a rare type of Thyron. That would also stand out in and of itself. Oh darn, I was kind of hoping they would actually explain what nitro fuel is. Because like Bernice loves it, but they've never really properly explained. And they make it seem like they actually put nitro fuel into their cars and trucks and stuff. So they make it seem like they put nitro fuel in their vehicles, but then also can drink it. So I'm like, is that actually the case? Or is it like two different... Is there a nitro fuel actual fuel and then nitro fuel the drink? You know, maybe name the same but do different things. Wait, what? I don't get... What does it mean, open them? And, like, packing them away. It's like, they should be in, like, containers. You know, with a straw on the top. And whether you pack them away or... Well, actually, no, I guess maybe there are more travel ones that are in a completely sealed system. But usually for, like, boba tea... Actually, no, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like, I don't know what they mean by open them. It's like, what do you mean open them? Like, usually it's just in a cup with a sealed lid and a thick straw so that the boba can come out. Maybe sometimes you have a rounded top with a wider hole for the straw. So it actually could pour out if you tip it upside down. There are those kind of cups too. But like usually you don't. I don't know. Like, does she just mean I'm gonna present you a cup with no lid whatsoever? Like that's kind of weird.
この機会を逃したら私はリチャーズランキングにそう言ってあの人は3つの
Wait. She was sipping all 3 as she was walking away? How the hell would she carry 3? In a way that could be easily sipped. Unless it was in a carrier, perhaps. But even still, if they're all quote-unquote open and they don't have a lid, you can't really keep them in a carrier while also sampling between all 3 of them. Unless you, like, remove it from the carrier, sip it, put it back in the carrier, to remove the next one from the carrier, sip it. Seems incredibly inconvenient.
それだ、ここ。
そうや、サンゼイスタジオの新作だけどよ。マジで活かしてたぜ。スターライトナイトのコラボ版も出るって噂だ。マジかはわかんねえが。ピンク髪の女性ですか。彼女は確かに少々奇妙な言動役を。
奇妙だって。
ええ。そもそもあまりお客さんのいない時間帯ではありましたが。いらっしゃいませ。興味がおありでしたらぜひ中へお入りください。
Oh, okay. So you held them like that. Yeah, then what the heck is this open thing? They look sealed, right? They look like they have a sealed top. What do you mean open? You mean by open as in put with a straw in it? Like it's not really that open. But yeah, I guess if you held them like that, you could drink them all.
どれも面白そう。
もちろんです。まさに見たことがないこそ私。
すごい自信だね。
私は信じていますよ。
See, that's the interesting thing. The fact that she talked about time like that, and the fact that she was so unfamiliar with what boba tea was, makes me feel like she's from far, far in the past. Like maybe she was sealed away. Maybe she's the creator, you know, maybe... Actually, yeah, like maybe she's the creator. Maybe all the shit we did in Season 2 had a portion of her escape. See, I know we beat Sarah in her super form that was merged with the creator, but it could be that there were other aspects of the creator that were also unsealed. And this is one aspect that's been sealed away for, you know, hundreds, thousands of years, and now is trying to figure out more about the world.
それだけ自分のさ。
そこまで言う。
あれは誘拐を待ちだ。特に働き始めて間もない若者たちが手に取る傾向があり、彼らも
わかる気がするよ。うん、決め。
私のスタジオではリニーを受け取って。
インスピレーション。
はい。お話でもアイデアでも、なん例えば私の作品があなたに似ていると。
そういうことなら。
そうして彼女
Oh, it's actually...
とても不思議な物語と引き換えに誘拐を待ち。
That's actually really interesting. So, I was saying that, like, there's not much you could learn from the boba tea shop. Because, again, most people don't go to Starbucks and give their life story while they're getting their coffee. At the most, it would just be directions of where she was headed next. If she said that, which is also kind of up in the air. So they were super lucky that she did say where she was going to go. And that was actually a pretty good explanation of why she might have given more information about herself than normal. It's like, oh, I only accept inspiration. Because technically, we don't spend pennies to get the stuff either. Like, the stuff we have from their shop is bought with, like, the currency we get from doing dailies. And that's the only way to get it. So it's basically that. Which you could then say, oh, okay, so that's why we can't buy with Denny's, and we instead buy with this other currency. And so now we know that currency is just a manifestation of inspiration, it seems.
それで申し訳ありません。企業秘密です。これは私の新たな作品となる。
Oh, well, shit, that sucks.
それはないっしょ。まあまあ、おつさんがそう言うなら仕方ないよ。
ああ、 なんとなく私の話から察したかもしれませんが、奇妙だと思いませんか？どうしてティーミルクを同時にさ、事情は分かりかねますが、インスピレーションにまつわるものでないならお話できますよ。彼女は去り際。
Yeah, okay. So that's what I was thinking. She is from the past. She wants to be reminded of it. That's why I think it's the creator, because it seems like the creator was sealed away. It seems like, based on kind of what I understood from with Zhao Guang's story and her sword, I feel like the sword was created by the creator. I feel like that's why there's two conflicting energy sources within the sword. One is the creator's energy, and the creator probably used that sword to fuck over the world back in the past. And then people ganged up on the creator, sealed them away, and banished them to another realm, maybe. And then injected their power into the sword to try to seal the sword away. But the power within the sword was too great, and so the clashing of the power that's trying to seal it and its normal power is what caused the owners of the sword to die, basically. So, because initially I thought, well, maybe the creator's not from this world at all. You know, like they're an alien or they're from another dimension and they're trying to break into this world. You know, like they're in another realm. They sensed our realm and they're trying to like break into ours. And so they punctured holes in it. And the holes that are punctured are pouring ether into this world. And the hollows are a manifestation of the world trying to protect itself. It's kind of like a blister. So it's like the world is sealing the ether away in this blister to keep the ether and the other world separate. That's kind of what my initial thought was. But then, when we heard about the King Ming sword, and kind of like how the creator seems to be sealed away, I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's one of those other classic stories where hundreds of years ago there was this genius who decided to do some shady things, or decided to try to take over the world, or try to break the bonds of reality, or flood the world with ether, which would have like fucked over a lot of people. Then, so they were like, oh shit, this guy's gonna destroy their world while they attempt to do this. So then someone was like, you know, they were eventually sealed. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, and I think the creator was the one who made the sword that Zhao Guang currently has. So of course, you know, if we're thinking about this as someone who was sealed hundreds of years ago, and now we have this new person who's completely unfamiliar with the current world, who is reminiscent about the past and seems saying very meaningful things about time in general, does make me think that either she was also sealed away, or she could be the creator. Because it was super weird, like, when we were about to get the engine, she did seem to freeze time. Everyone was frozen. Except for us, kinda. Our eyes did move. When she came close to us, our eyes did shift and look at her. And I think she saw that. And no one should have been able to move, and no one should have been able to see her. But freezing time is super weird. So, maybe, you know. So and she also might not be the creator herself. She could be maybe one of the entities that helped seal the creator. And so with the weakening of the creator's seal, she too was freed, right? Like it could be that, because they made it seem like the creator was like segmented into parts, and there are various parts of the seal. So it could be that there's like a bunch of seals, each sealing a specific part of the creator, and each one being sealed by a specific person. So Ramiel could have been the being that helped seal one of the parts, but the seal that broke while we were, you know, while we were dealing with, Zhao Guang's brother, it could be that seal that broke then was the one that she was powering, and so since the seal is gone, she is now free. It could be something like that too.
確かに映画館なら100年前すぐそこだし 映画館でハレイさんにも聞いてみよう。
Well, on the right side, with the cinema, though, it takes time to watch a movie, so this actually realistically means we could catch up.
あれ、お客様、今日は、
Oh, that's nice. So basically, that's referencing the events they've done twice, or twice, maybe 3 times, at least 2, at the very least 2. But they've had 2 events where basically the whole point of the event is you actually go in with another person, and you both watch a movie together, and you have conversation, and they become your movie buddies. So it is a little funny that she's referencing those events, because in all those events, it was always one-on-one. It was always we meet with someone and we go in just with them. So on something similar to a date. So it is funny that she references the fact that we're not going in just one-on-one like we normally do as part of those events.
違うの。ああ、こちらのお客さん、力になれなかったって。はい、以前こちらの。こんにちは。
Oh wait, the other day? So it wasn't even today then.
古い映画かな。かしこまりました。そうですね。私たちのあるノスタルジックな作風のドキュメンタリー映画でキュート陥落。私ですか？ごめん。聞き方が悪かったよね。まあいいや。じゃあその映画のチケットを1枚。できるだけ。かしこまりました。ただ直近最近の枠は人気の新作を優先してまして、私たちのあるべき姿のように。そっか、残念だな。でもそういう心のいいよ。花屋でしたら通し。
I'm just going to leave something on a grave. So the question then becomes, when did this happen? It's like we were betrayed for the W engine. So like the day after tomorrow means she won't be here. But if she said this the other day, right? So the other day is yesterday, which probably not, because if it was yesterday, she would have said, oh, just yesterday. Yesterday I saw her and she asked this. The other day makes it seem like it was, 3 or more days ago. But when she said, oh, we have a screening the day after tomorrow, if she met Ramiel 3 days ago, then the day after tomorrow would be today. And she said she wouldn't be available at 10 p.m. today to do so. So, doesn't that mean she's gone already? And even if it was yesterday, we know that she's going to leave. So.
ハレイさんの言う一人ずつの映画デートとはどういうことか。
そういう感じだったわけ？
おっと店長。
Wait, this is weird. Why is Billy acting like that? I think we went to one of the movies with Billy. Actually, didn't we go? Wasn't the most recent event with Sissia too? I thought we had a movie with Sissia. But I guess even if we went with Sissia, it could just be the fact that we're going with lots of people. So we're playing the field.
確かにその女性はうちにいらっしゃいましたよ。かしこまりました。
Oh, okay. No, she is a thyron. That is definitely growing into her back. So it's not an accessory.
思いを象徴するお花です。置いていますよ。ただ障子に用いるのは。いいの。一束もらってもいいかな。ミネルバック6号線。キュート陥落の時、一体ですが近づく人がいない。あの辺りのフォローにミネルバックへと通じる道でもあるのでしょう。
It's also kind of weird that there would even be yeah, there's also the idea that there is a shortcut to that location is kind of weird, right? Because how would they have found that shortcut, and how would they have known that that was the location, right? Because even if they had gone into a hollow in Blazewood or near Blazewood and popped out in a ruined city, like, how would you know exactly where that part was, right? Which, I mean, it's not impossible. Someone could have gone in there, popped out there, and realized, where the fuck am I? Wandered around the city, and then popped out and, like, saw road signs. Because it was the old city, so they could have just seen, oh, look, there's, like, road signs. I can look it up, and that's where it is. It's that order of old narrative.
あそこはとてもチーズがメインの情熱的なお店に風車が運ぶ伝説の香り、そして飲み尽くせないほどのニトロフューエル。うん、決めた。というわけでお花を受け取ると、
ありがとうランさん。
昨日の朝です。もう絶対
手がかりが途切れていないなら立ち止まるわけにはいかないだろう。
私的にはウィザーブルームっていうお花の方。承知しました、マスター。
プロ棋士じゃねえ。いいなあ。あちこち遊びに行くたんびに新しい友達が。
ライトとルーシーから聞いたぜ。あの大会の裏でとんでもねえ。
姉子、なんで俺はついでに。
商品がなくなってちょっとした騒ぎ。
そうだね。
そういうことか。
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how Premia, because like Premia is obviously the character where you can pull right now, so I'm curious how Premia pops into this. Like, she works for Krampus, and so maybe Premia herself is also looking for Ramiel.
また郊外に首を突っ込んできたんだ。それもブレイズウッド。正直フォローでなんかしてるとこにあんま深入りはしたくねえけど、カリドーンの子を全員連れてブレイズウッドに戻ってきて。
Oh, interesting. So maybe Tops has also tracked Ramiel, and they're looking for her as well.
そうなのか。あまりいいタイミングで。
まさか旧報グループじゃないよね。大会であんなことが。
ヘビのレイちゃんならつくなり知り合いんとこに。
本当だ。
おうおう、行ってきな。
ありがとう。
なに、郊外はカリドーンの頃な。
ヘビの姉ちゃんと親父さん。
そっちはどう？収穫あった？
姉子もパイパーもラミルなんてやつは。
やっぱし。
そりゃあな、ブレイズウッドには全員で。
シンシア。そうだよ。
マジだ。
ずっともか。俺の記憶が確かなら。
ああ。
みんなライトのやつを訪ねてきたんだと思っていたが、おっと、噂をすればなんとやらだ。俺も用事を済ませに行くかね。ラミルのこと。
正代。
ビリーも気になる感じ？郊外に伝わる死神とチャンピオン。
はは、なるほど。
一体どんな。
聞きたい？よしし。アシカン。昔郊外には。
Oh, is Premia the first champion? Because they said something about the Reaper, and Premia does seem like a very Reaper-y kind of character.
鋼鉄のボディで、ナイルは鬼長いし、火吹くのと同じ口で。
カリドーンの死神？
さ、こっからマジ大事なとこなんだけど。そこへある日、無敗のチャンピオンカリドーンの死神に挑戦したの。
Oh, I see. It's Billy. But yeah, that's that's the scarf that Lighter has. So Lighter has taken over that guy's scarf, and it seems like maybe Billy was the Reaper, but then died, and so they were able to recreate his body, but his old personality was gone, so now he's just a new guy. Because he was part of the Sons of Caledon. He was always part of that. That's why, like, the arm that Caesar has is very similar to Billy's, because they're the same type. They're the same model type. And I think Billy even said that he kept spare parts. I see. So is that what his transformation is? His transformation is to become the form that he was before his body got destroyed or something? Oh, I see. No. So the Reaper was the hollow thing, or it was the ethereal. The first champion is the previous Billy. Yeah, which is kind of weird, right? Because this is obviously the same thing as when you're drinking, right? If you actually get drunk, there is that idea that memories that you form while drunk and forget when you are sober, you might have a better chance of remembering them when you're in the same state as you were when you remembered them, right? So if you get drunk again, you'll be like, oh, okay, I remember what happened, during that time. So it's kind of weird. Like, is Nitro Fuel supposed to be alcoholic? I mean, it's fuel, so you would think it's some sort of energy drink. And they made it seem like they're filling up their vehicles with it, so it's like, presumably you have to be some sort of super high energy thing. Yeah, I was assuming it was going to be 100 years ago, which is kind of weird because supposedly the old capital fell like 11 years ago. 11, maybe 12, if time is passing while we're playing the game. So, the old Eridu fell 10 years, 10 to 12 years ago. But if she's from 100 years ago, then if she is part of the one who sealed the crater, 100 years ago is not that long for crater sealing. Although maybe it's close enough. Maybe what this person was trying to do was bring ether into the world, and was poking holes in the realm, in the dimensional barrier between us and the ether realm, and so they stopped him. But it could be that all his experiments were what caused the hollows to pop into existence 100 years ago, and then we sealed the guy. Whatever. We'll see. I don't know how much is going to be revealed as part of this epilogue. I don't know if we're going to actually catch Ramiel, but I would assume that Season 3 is going to have more information about all of this.
100年前か。
どうすんのプロ騎士くん。当たり前だよ。
リンの言う通りだ。
Yeah, that is the interesting thing, right? Where it's like, go after her. It's like, yeah, but where's she going, right? We don't know her goal. Now, we can assume her goal is to, find the Neptune Quarter, or whatever part of the city she was trying to go for. We can assume that her whole purpose is to try to get her whole purpose is trying to get. Is that everything? There's that one. Oh, it's a new event. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop here because I'm not sure how long this cutscene is going to be, and I'm getting a little tired. And so I'll put a pin in this. I will continue tomorrow. And then later tonight, I'll probably be on doing the same thing as always. Well, no, same thing as yesterday. I think I'll pop in and do some alliance raids. I need to do a few more Thalias. I'm still missing 4 pieces from Thalia, 2 from Maiming, and 1 from each of the other 2 sets. 1 from 2 other of the sets. And then I'm missing 3 pieces from Vanadil. And once I get those all done, once I either complete Thalia or complete Vanadil, which seems more likely to complete Vanadil because goddamn is it. I have much better luck in Vanadil, it seems. But if I can finish Thalia first, then basically I'll just do the same thing except doing Vanadil and Sandoria. Whatever one I finish first, I'll move in Sandoria. Sandoria is actually pretty far along too. I'm missing more pieces, but I have more. I'm in a much better starting position, where I think I'm only missing like 1 to 2 pieces from every one of the from one to of this for each of the 7 sets. I'm only missing like 1 to 2 from each of the types. So I'm only missing like 1 or 2 head pieces from mixed set like total from all 7 sets. I have all the head pieces but 1 or 2. Same for the chest. I think I have all the chests maybe. But then for all the gloves, I have all the gloves except for like 1 or 2 of the sets. So it's not super consistent. I haven't laid it all out to see what sets are actually complete and what aren't. Well, actually, no. I do know some that are complete. I know the scouting is complete, aiming is complete, and I'm pretty sure striking is complete. I'm pretty sure I have the complete sets from the Sandoria raid for those 3. Because I know I got aiming first. I know I made sure to get all the aiming pieces, and then I'm 100% sure I got all the striking pieces. And I'm pretty sure I got all the scouting ones, but I'm not 100% sure. I know I got a bunch of the scouting pieces. Oh, actually, no, I don't have all the scouting pieces. I'm missing the head and hands. Because I'm using the Archangel one. Okay, so I have at least 2 of the complete sets. And then, yeah, just for each of the other pieces, I'm just missing a matter. I'm missing either head or hands for a lot of them. Head I'm missing like one. So of the 7 heads, of the 7 heads for each of the 7 sets, I'm missing like 1 or 2. Same for hands, same for legs, same for feet. It's not all the same sets. It's kind of like each set might be missing 1 or 2 total, but then it's spread across either head, hands, or feet, or head, hands, or legs to kind of balance it out. So, and feet, I think maybe. I think the only thing I have all of everything is chest. But yeah, so once I finish either getting all my Archangel set or my Thalia set, then I'll start mixing in some Sandoria runs instead. And then I'll also be doing another variant dungeon. I need 9 more runs of the variant dungeon so I can get all the glam. So I can get every single glam from... So I got one of the 2 glam sets from the newest dungeon, the newest variant. And so now I just need to run it 9 more times. Or 9 or 10 more times. I can't remember. I had 12 pieces before. I can't remember if that was 12 after doing the run I did or before. It's either 9 or 10 more runs of it, and then I'll have all the pot shards I need to buy the other set, which isn't nearly as attractive, but it's still a pretty decent set, so I could see myself using it in something, maybe. So, better to get it now. So, yeah, so that's basically what I'll be doing. I will be hopping into Final Fantasy XIV, running a variant dungeon, probably a leveling roulette too, maybe. Actually, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long the Alliance raid would take. Like yesterday, or on Monday, it was actually really quick. I queued up for Thalia, and I actually got it to pop pretty quick. But then yesterday, I was like waiting for literally 40 minutes before it popped. As DPS still. I was DPS both times. So sometimes it's just luck. So... And so because it ended up just waiting so long in the queue, I didn't start streaming until the queue actually popped. But yeah, since I started so late, I only got in a few runs of stuff. So depends on how quickly it takes to queue. The Vanadil raid and the Sandoria raid will probably be a quick pop because more people are actually running it. Less people want to do the Thalia. The only people running old Alliance raids are the ones who have to do it, and then the ones who are doing Alliance raid roulettes. So you have to kind of hope you get lucky and there's a lot of people running them. And so, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I will be back on later to play Final Fantasy XIV. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.